Racism appears to run deep at Stellenbosch University, with the recent incident just the tip of the iceberg. A white student was captured on video urinating on the desk of a black student. Since then, former employees have come out to complain about a culture of racism on campus. It's alleged that staff tend to draw racial lines and look down on black students. eNCA reporter Ronald Masinda is following these developments. Let's cross over to him now for the latest at Stellenbosch. Ronald, thank you so much. Good to see you. So how are things looking at the university at this hour?
Good afternoon, Tony. Well, apart from preparations taking place for the installation of the Chancellor, Justice Edwin Cameron, who is regarded as a champion for human rights, things are fairly quiet on campus, but we have since moved away there, and we are near the ANC's offices here in Stellenbosch, where we are expecting the leader of the ANC in the province, Cameron Dugmore, to give us an update with regards to the meeting that he had earlier with the Stellenbosch University management. We are also expecting him to meet up with the 19-year-old who is at the center of this controversy, just to get perhaps an update from him as to the way forward. We also heard earlier that he was supposed to be moving to East London, going back home to take a bit of a break. This has been a tough ordeal for him the past few days, and he says that although that he wants to continue with his studies, this has been a huge distraction. The university previously said that it will continue supporting victims of alleged racial discrimination. They've said that they've been giving him counseling as well as equipment such as the laptop that he needs, his laptop, given that it was also urinated on. So the university, that was the last time we heard from them. We've been trying on numerous occasions to speak to them with regards to not only this matter, but another matter which they have said could lead to another person being implicated in alleged racial discrimination.
Now, Ronald, you spoke to students on campus about this matter. What's their take?
So they take, and many of them, according to many of them, they don't feel that this particular matter, the one that has been trending on social media, is part of racism. They say that, this incident shouldn't be seen in that light, and that this boy who committed this should be dismissed and expelled from the institution for his actions. They feel that it has a potential of dividing students, because this university is one where they feel has transformed and has practiced exclusivity with regards to bringing people from all different backgrounds in one institution without any racial discrimination. So they feel that things should be returning to normal soon. They don't want any distractions or disruptions from their studies. But what we are waiting to see also, Tony, throughout the course of the afternoon is not only hearing from the ANC, but student organizations will also be gathered on campus. They will also be giving an update on their take on the way forward. We do know that there is possibly a meeting set up by the SRC. We were hoping to speak to them as well on campus. They turned us down the last minute. I expect them to give us an update later, because they've also been inundated with calls and meetings that they had to attend to following these events that have unfolded here in Stellenbosch. But just to give you an idea, Tony, of what these students had to say, this is what they had to say earlier.
So what a white student did in the room of the black student, it's wrong, and the white student should be dealt with. But I think that we should give the university the necessary space to deal with this alone. I don't think that the pressure that we put on the student and the university, I don't think that is actually necessary. And I didn't see the video where the student said about we do this to black students. I only saw the video of where this white student is urinating in the room. So I don't think that it's a matter of racism, because we're just being factual. A white student did something in the room of a black student. It's not every time there's a white student and a black student, or everything that is about black and white. It's not necessarily always racism, but sometimes it's just about being factual.
I also see stuff beyond the racial backgrounds, and I feel in the act it was wrong to any student to do that, to invading in private space. But I agree that let's hear the cases from both sides before we can make a result or outcome on what happened.
Now, Ronald, this seems to be a bit more than just about the students. What do the educators themselves and the staff members have to say?
So allegations of racism doesn't seem to stop with the students here in Stellenbosch University. We spoke to a 46-year-old woman who says that she was recently fired from a job on Friday, and this after she had missed several months without going to work. She was diagnosed with severe mental problems, and she says that she's never before had any mental issues. She says that she was with the university since 2017. She asked for her identity to be hidden, fearing victimization from her former colleagues, but she says she's in a much better state right now. She went on detail, Tony, to describe her own ordeal in the earlier interview that we did with her.
The other racial issue that I would say, one of them, when I just started there, came to me and informed me, are you aware that your predecessor was earning more than you? Unfortunately, I had recommendations and I had to make an appointment with the chief director to inform about this. And then I could see that this person was earning 100,000 more than me. And when I looked at our work that we were doing, she was not even doing some of the things that I'm doing.
Okay, that was Ronald Masinda reporting for us live in Stellenbosch.